Hello, hello. Welcome to Sparkle.Sanctuary. My name is Rebecca. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is an unboxing of 4 Make Market kits. These are Michaels brand diamond paintings, and I hadn't planned on making any purchases from Michaels this winter, but when I saw these on sale, I knew I had to get them. So I pull out my receipt for you, and you look. They were marked down and were originally about $5.09 or $5.10 a piece. Let's see if I can get that to focus. And I had a $5 voucher. So in the end, I paid $16.82 for 4 kits. So I thought, I can't pass that up. So I went ahead and did it. I'm just going to start out. I'm not going to, because there's 4 kits, I don't think I'm going to go through all of the diamonds, but I will just kind of look over things and determine whether or not they have special diamonds. Sometimes Make Market puts them in there and sometimes they don't. And we'll just go from there. So yes, we have this kit. And so all of these boxes, they have the full image of the diamond painting on the top. It does say that this is round diamonds. And in fact, I made sure they were all round diamonds because I don't love Make Market square diamonds. They're pretty trash heavy. There's always enough. So it's never been an issue, but I just don't like working through them. So this is what I get. All of these are 40.6 by 50.8 centimeter kits or 16 by 20 kits. And they have this image that wraps around the front of the box. They will all have that. And on the back, they will each have a little picture here with the name of the kit on top of it. And then it has the contents and the instructions for what to do. And the contents are in French as well. So it just says a pre-printed canvas that's 100% polyester, pre-sorted diamond gems. There's 53 colors in this kit, a stylus, a grip cover, a craft tray, wax caddy, and then an instruction sheet. So they typically don't come with a legend, a printed legend that you can use as stickers or anything like that. That would be a really great upgrade for them, but we will see. But anyway, this kit is called Carousel. So we'll go ahead and get started with this one. Now, I love carousel horses. I always have. And so this kit already had kind of been calling my name before I saw the sale, and I decided, I wasn't going to get it originally, but then like I said, when I saw this sale and I realized I had a $5 voucher that was on the verge of expiring, I was just decided I needed to get them. And I probably went overboard with 4 kits, but, they're in my stash now. And I think one of them I may end up giving to a friend. But as you can see, it's just one of these like plasticky canvases, not anything special. I know there are, plenty of soft backed flocked kind of canvases. This isn't one of those. And then there are instructions. That is the French side. And here is the English side. If you are new to diamond painting, I definitely recommend looking at one of these. And if you are new to diamond painting, this is a really great way to get, a cheap kit to try out for very little money that also has legally licensed artwork. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. Look at that red. That is really neat. Okay. So this kit comes with a red tray. It's just one of those cheap trays, kind of like the Mosfa trays. And then a bag of baggies to kit up. And then a pin with just a single placer on it and a pin grip. And then there is a plate of red wax, or a caddy of red wax. It looks like, yes, there's 2 in here. And when you look at it, it says on the top, it says peel off. And so what you do, there's like a piece of little plastic film over this. You peel that off. And then you stick your diamond painting pin into the wax. And then that's how you get the wax on your pin to be able to pick up the diamonds. There is also wax on the bottom side of this. And they give you 2 of these little things of wax inside this caddy. Okay. So, and that will keep it from drying out. We'll keep it nice and fresh. That's really nice. This is a pretty decent toolkit for anybody. Honestly, this is all you actually need to diamond paint. And I think that's, that's all we can really ask for. I would love if they had a multi-placer in here, but not all multi-placers are created equal, so I can understand why they wouldn't. And people who really like to multi-place tend to go out and buy their own. So here is the color scheme of these. It does not look like there are any special diamonds in this kit. But as you can see, those are really pretty colors. Very neutral in tone. Let's see. I don't know that I'm going to move these boxes. Give me just a second. Okay, I am back. I did a little bit of reorganizing so we could see this better. Okay, we'll turn it over. Oh, look at that. It's not too big, really. I mean, obviously this isn't a little, 30 by 40, but it's not very much bigger than that. I feel like this is a really decent size. So there is, around the edges of the canvas, it is scalloped, so it doesn't fray as easy. At the bottom, there's a number, and I want to show you that that actually matches the number on the diamonds. So on this bag of diamonds, they have numbers on here. It says 1 and then 2, and that's the first 2 bags of diamonds. They match up with 1 and 2 here. But if you look, there's a number underneath. It says 107 88829, and then if you look here, it matches 107 88829. That way you can store these separately if you need to, and you always know that this kit goes with these diamonds go with this canvas. So there is a legend on both the left-hand side and the right-hand side. This one has 53 colors, so the legend fills up quite a bit of space. It doesn't look like, it doesn't look on the legend that there's going to be any confusing symbols, but that doesn't really mean anything once it gets on the canvas, because sometimes they can be really saturated. I often find myself needing a light pad when working with a kit from Make Market, just because they do sometimes oversaturate the colors. But again, I think these kits were $4 a piece. I'm not going to complain for $4 for this kit. So anyway, there is this diamond painting. It's carousel. If you like horses, if you like carousels, this is definitely a great one. There is a lot of confetti in this. So confetti is when you're going to have multiple colors in a small area. So like this area is a really great one to look at. Sorry for the ring light being so naughty right now. But yeah, you can see there's all these different symbols around the eye. There's it's a lot of confetti. And then there's color blocking, not very much of it, but color blocking is when you can use your multi-placer. So this area of the neck, like there's a few colors, but like this is a small area of color blocking where you can use your multi-placer and use very few colors. This is more of a color blocking area kind of in here versus right next to it where this is more confetti. I would say this is a mostly confetti kit. There is also maybe a little color blocking in that area, but this looks like this is just sprinkled with color everywhere. What would be really neat is to use special diamonds to make these gems in the bridle pop out, or to make the gold in the bridle of that pop out, and then maybe use gems in the flowers on the horse. Because it is a carousel horse, it's supposed to be fancy and like overdrawn and beautiful and kind of shiny. And so I think normally if it was a regular horse, I wouldn't try to make it look fake and put all those extra diamonds on its body. But I think this would be really neat. Some ABs or Aurora Borealis like kind of have the iridescent sheen on them, or one of the ones that have glitter in them, like the mica powder kind, through here to like highlight those shine areas would be really neat. This is going to be a great canvas to work on. So you can see it's laying mostly flat now. If I turn it back over, it kind of rolls up on itself, but it's really laying pretty flat. If you are wanting to work on a canvas right away and really need it to lay flat, you can always pull back the plastic and then lay the plastic back down. And when you do that, it kind of helps flatten the canvas a little bit. Oh, that was a mistake. See, lots of things can happen. This is a really nice, thick plastic covering on top of this diamond painting. I think this is a good quality. It's a really slick, and I don't ever have issues with it getting kind of tacky to the canvas. Some other brands, I've had that happen. I feel like I've not had any issues with Make Market with this. So as you can see, this canvas is laying even flatter than it previously was, just because I'm going through this process on here and just kind of laying that flat, and it just looks really good. I really love this canvas. It's so pretty. So yeah, if you get this one or you have this one, let me know. Do you plan to bling it out? Do you plan to try and enhance the horse? Or do you plan to just leave it the way it is? I don't know. Let me know what you think. And if you have completed this, I would love to hear what you think. So, all right, let's do the movie magic, and I will open up the next one. Okay, so our next kit is going to be, this one is called Bells, and it is just a few bells on, looks like what is to be some garland or a Christmas tree. And I thought that was really pretty. It does say this one also has 53 colors, so let's go ahead and get into it. Anyway, I do apologize for the ring light above. I know it's not very soft and it's leaving some making like a lot of shine effects on the canvas. I apologize for that. I don't have, I'm working with a new setup, and so I'm trying out different angles, and I will work on that for sure. Okay, so, oh, this one was already partially opened. That means maybe somebody got into it while at the store. That doesn't make me feel very well about this. Let's see what's in here. I'm not... Okay, here's the instructions. Oh, there's the toolkit. I wasn't feeling the toolkit prior, but it looks like the exact same toolkit with the tray. There's the wax, there's the pin with the grip, and the baggies. So again, the same kind of tray and the same kind of instruction kit. Let me get these out of the way. All right, so here are the drills. And again, there's a different number here that is going to match the number on the kit. They're on the bottom corner, and they do match up and line up, so they're the right diamonds. Look at those colors. So it's definitely like it's got some red and greens in there, but a lot of this is a very neutral color because the bells. I just kind of like Christmas. I'm not like everybody else. I'm not obsessed with Christmas, and so I do like non-traditional colors. So that's, I think, why I liked this one, because it was Christmassy, but it wasn't, the traditional kind of Christmas look. Anyway, so it's, again, the plasticky back. There is the scalloped edges. We'll go ahead and turn this over. That looks really nice and clear. So part of the reason why I liked this one is because it did have this plaid kind of ribbon on this bell. And I think that looks really good in the viewfinder. Again, I'm so sorry for the glare from the ring light. Hopefully you can see that well enough. Oh, there's a very good image there. Okay. So you can see it pretty well. This one, again, looks like it's got quite a bit of confetti. It's not quite as confetti heavy as the horse, though. I do see the definite color blocking in there, and through here, I see some on the bell, and through here, there's some. So I think this is going to be a fairly easy one to work up, and I think it's just such a pretty image. I really do like that. I do. Okay, I'll put this one away, and movie magic, we will move on to picture number 3. Okay, so here we are with number 3. This one is called Present and Cocoa, which, I mean, that is exactly what it is. There's a gift wrapped here, and there's some Christmas tree ornaments, and then there's some garland, and then some hot cocoa. I think that's one of my favorite things about the cold season is the hot cocoa. So that's why I picked this one up. The present, is like that part didn't really matter to me. It does say it has 44 colors, so we will get into it. The rest of this unboxing should go very quickly. So let's set that here. Okay. Let's see what we have. I imagine this one is going to also be pretty, have a lot of color blocking just because of the design. There is, again, our instruction booklet. And then the same red pin and caddy of wax and then tray. So very holiday themed. And then this one is going to have significantly more red because of the bows on the box and because the background. Oh, look at that. There are some like corally colors, but there's also a lot of neutrals still in there. Okay, move this aside. And then let's see if we can't flip this over. Oh, that is a really beautiful clarity. I really like that. This is definitely like, you're not going to question exactly what it is that is. This is great. I will say one of the things with Make Market kits is that they have these symbols. They do have like red background symbols. See if I can pull that up, and you can see these are the like kind of pinky red background, and it can make some things look a little bit slightly distorted in color, especially like these this greenery here. Once you get the diamonds on there, it makes it look completely different, and it just kind of pops. And so that's something to keep in mind when you look at the canvas. The symbols, because they're a white background with like a red or pink symbol, it looks stark, and a lot of people don't like that. And so it may make it look not as enticing, but I can promise, like once the diamonds are on there, that doesn't show, and it looks so good. So Yeah, and they do have guide circles, which is another thing people complain about. So guide circles is where there's like a circle around the symbol. Let me see if I can get without the glare. Okay, so you have the circles where the diamonds go. And if you're not, like, if you don't care about your placement, you may actually see some of those symbols underneath it. And so that's another thing that people tend to kind of shy away from. So if those are deal breakers for you, then, Make Market may not be the brand for you. But for me, for the price point, it does not bother me in the least. I just think it's so worth it. And it's nice to have budget-friendly kits that are legally licensed, so I don't have to worry about them being stolen artwork. Okay, I'm going to put this kit away, and then I will pull out the next kit. All right, so here is the last kit that I'm going to unbox today. Same information for the box. This one is called Gnomes, and it looks like it has 46 colors. If you are interested in these diamond paintings, I suggest getting to Michael's quickly. I'm not sure which stores still have any left. And I know that there were other kits that were there that were really very festive, that somebody else may like more than I did. There was still a decent stock of stuff. And so that's part of why I wanted to go ahead and show these. I know it's fairly close to Christmas, but these would be really great gifts and things that still could be worked on even into the first of the year after Christmas. So, I mean, honestly, you can diamond paint Christmas themed stuff anytime you want to, but there's the instruction kit again. And then here is the same toolkit that we have in the other ones with the red. And then here are the diamonds. So diamonds are mostly neutral. There are some pops of color. There's some red and oranges in there. Again, I don't see any special diamonds, so none of these kits have special diamonds in them. So let's go ahead. I'm going to move these out of the way really fast. See if I can get more space for myself. Oh, that is so cute. Okay, now on the box, it shows both of these gnomes having kind of like gray hats, and then this one having a red hat, and then green trees in the back. And I think that that's really nicely going to pop out. Look at how cute that is. And there's a neat little Christmas tree here that's looks like frosted or decorated. I can't really tell. Maybe just frosted. I'm not sure. But that's so cute. These adorable little gnomes. So again, here's the original image. Okay. Anyway, this one, like I said, has 46 colors. And again, some of these, like you can, in here, it looks like there's some pink symbols on here. And like I said, those will they'll look different once the actual drills are down. This one is going to have like a lot of confetti in the hats and in the trees, but there is a lot of color blacking in the background. So depending on what you like, may depend on if you start at the bottom and work your way up or start at the top and work your way down. But anyway, they're all pretty standard. They all have the same scalloped edges, the same plastic kind of canvas, the same nice thick quality cover sheet. And I will show you really fast. I feel like they're all fairly sticky. I know I've seen, brands that are just slightly stickier, but honestly, like I've not had any problems losing any diamonds from Make Market kits. And like I said, for the price, you just can't beat it. So anyway, let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. Let me know if you have any of these kits or if you've worked on any of them, if you plan to buy any, or if, maybe even this video like made you run out and go grab one just because they're so adorable. Let me know. Anyway, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Remember, wherever you go to take care of yourself as a Sparkle Sanctuary, please, please, please take time to take care of you. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.